Keep watching to see how we accomplish this look on my stunning client, Nicole. So first I prepped her skin with the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Hydrant. And then we went in with some Hyaluronic H2O Serum, also from Tarte. After that, we primed her face with the Foundation Primer Radiance from Laura Mercier. This is a really nice primer. And then I used the For This Way foundation. I mixed it with some moisturizer just to get a sheer coverage because we love freckles and I really did not want to cover them up. Plus she has beautiful skin, so there was really no need to do full coverage for this. I always use a beauty blender to apply foundation just because I find that it really gives it a more natural look. Then I went in with the Too Faced concealer. I went in with a lighter weight one. It's the Naturally Radiant concealer, just because I really didn't have too much to conceal there. And also we really wanted to go with a natural coverage. Then I went over top of that and set it with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter loose setting powder in butter. This stuff is really beautiful. I love it for setting the under eye. It's not drying at all. It's just, I find it very hydrating, which is nice. And then we went in and contoured her lovely cheekbones with the Tarte Pro Glow palette. This is the color Sculpt, which is awesome for like a cool toned contour. And then we use the butter bronzer. This stuff smells amazing. Basically smells like you're on a beach. And I find that it is just like the perfect amount of cool and the perfect amount of warm. So really you could use it on anybody. I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Ebony. I really think her brows are perfect for doing the soap brows. I use Pear soap for this, which is like the perfect bar soap. It's got the glycerin in it, and all you do is you put it on a little mascara or spoolie and you soak the soap, and then you just brush the hairs upwards, and then you take the other end of the spoolie and just press the hairs upwards to keep it into place, and it will stay there like all day long. Look at those beautiful fluffy brows. So this is the Jaclyn Hill Luminous Powder in Carrots. It has sort of a goldy undertone, and I really like it for giving the cheeks a more dewy look. It's not like my highlight product, but it still gives that glow. And then I went in with some blush. This is actually a Morphe blush palette, and I just mixed all the warm colors together for her cheeks, because some have shimmer, some don't, and I just find it looks very beautiful if I mix them. And I went in with my P. Louise eye base in Rumor. I do not apply eyeshadow without this stuff. It is the best eye base there is. So with this eye base, I actually don't set it with a powder afterwards. I just like to even it out with my beauty sponge afterwards to make it nice and smooth. And the pigment from the eyeshadow really sticks on really well. You do have to do a little bit more blending, but I find the end result is just gorgeous. So I went in with the Kat Von D Shaded Light palette. This is a very cool tone transition shade. I wanted to go really soft on her lids just because we were doing a bold lip. So I just went in with some cool neutrals. This is a little bit darker of a shade. I like to just do the outer corner and kind of shape the lid to give more definition. Of course, applying the shadow and then blending it out with my fluffy crease brush. Again, there's no product on that fluffy crease brush, basically whatever has been blended out from the first transition shade. And then I went in with a packer brush and some gold shimmer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This is the color Glistening. I did find it a little bit too yellow for what I wanted, so I went in afterwards with a more cool toned gold shimmer just to tone that work down a little bit. I always spray my brush with Fix Plus when applying a shimmer because I find that it really sticks to the lid really well. The pigment is amazing when you do it like this. And then of course blending around, soften the edges so that there's no creases. And then I just go in with a little bit of dark brown on her lash line. I take my detail crease brush and I just apply a little bit of shadow underneath the lash line. It just blends into the top much nicer when you do this. Again, I just wanted to go really soft on that as well. I just went in with some gel liner. This is the Inglot gel liner. It's probably one of the blackest gel liners I have ever used. It applies really beautifully with the PSU Beautiful liner brush. And I just go little bit by little bit when applying the eyeliner. You don't want to go too much too fast because then sometimes you can mess up and then it's a lot harder to fix afterwards. So we went with a little bit of a wing, not too much. Again, I wanted to keep the eyes fairly subtle. We're kind of blocking the way a little bit here. And now I'm just applying some lashes. These are the Premium Lashes by AOA Studio. Natural and Luxurious. These are Jackie's. These are my all-time favorite lashes. I love them. And then I just went over with some highlight. I used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Luminous Light. This is just a really beautiful highlight. It's not too blinding. It is actually really nice and subtle. Just gives a really beautiful glow to the skin. And then I applied, of course, her inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, nose highlight, and upper lip with the Jaclyn Hill palette. I used like the two lightest shades for this. And then, of course, we're applying red lipstick. This is the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the color Beso or Beso. It takes me a while to do apply red lipstick just because you have to be so careful. So don't mind how long this takes me here. I did end up going over her lipstick too with the MAC matte Russian red lipstick just because I did find this Stila Stay All Day was a little bit dry. And the color actually matched perfectly. I just love this color on her. And then, of course, I'm just using my beauty blender to kind of clean up whatever I might have marked on her chin. And then just applying some mascara. I usually do this after applying the lashes. I just find that it's easier to blend the lashes into, like her natural lashes into the lash strips this way. And then, of course, setting her face, I use the Urban Decay long-lasting all-nighter setting spray. And now she's going to have a look. I think she likes it. And that's a wrap, folks. I hope you liked my tutorial.